for the featherweight guys to show their stuff. From the People's Republic of China, it's Aorigele, and he's taking on Korean Choi Yeong Gwang. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, and you can see here the Korean has a height and experience advantage.
Yes, definitely much more experience, a little longer reach, and definitely a better ground game.
Right, gentlemen, you know the rules. Clean fight. Important thing is to listen to my instructions. When I call break, you break. Understand? Good. Back to your corners.
Look at the stare down, Mike. These guys mean business.
Yeah. The Chinese fighter, Aorigele, in the black shorts. The Korean Choi in the beige and brown. And it's time for our first bout of Legend Fighting Championship 4. Let's get it on.
Here we go.
With the featherweights. You can see the height advantage there the Korean has. Oh, good start from the Chinese fighter. A flurry of blows there to introduce Choi.
Clean takedown by Choi now in the guard position.
Interesting, Choi is talking about his ground game for this fight because he was very keen to stand up against his last opponent, Wakabayashi.
Aorigele represents the Chinese national sanda team. He's a tremendous, highly decorated striker. It's not a good idea to stand with him. Take him out of his element, try to finish the fight on the ground. He's doing the smart thing.
Wakabayashi, of course, an accomplished wrestler, but Choi stayed on his feet and gave him a real hammering in LFC 3. Very experienced fighter for 24 years old.
Back to his feet. Oh, the body lock again. Let's see if he can take him to the ground. Knee and a punch. Aorigele answers back.
He loves trading blows, that's for sure. These Mongolian fighters so tough.
Ooh, good exchanges. Oi, big kick to the face.
Winds it up, big smash.
Choi holding his own against Aorigele.
Aorigele, the Inner Mongolian Sanda champ for many years. 39-6 is Sanda record.
You can see Choi's face on the right side already starting to redden up. Hard punches from both fighters.
Oh, there we are. Choi knocks Aorigele off his feet. Off balance there. Power in both these fighters' hands. For featherweight, they're 66 kilos, 145 pounds. Good left from Aorigele. So Aorigele is based in the Xi'an fighting team, but he visits Beijing in the top team to get his ground training from Huey Menezes, I guess.
Yeah, that's right, over in China, top team. I'm telling you, Mike, these guys are 66 kilos, but they're throwing punches like heavyweights.
Yeah, real heavy-handed stuff.
This is turning into a boxing match.
It's interesting, Choi talking it up, going to ground in our pre-fight interviews, but content to stay on his feet. Nice kick there from Aorigele.
Remember, though, these South Koreans and their strategy. Maybe he's got something trying to trick him, got something up his sleeve.
Well, he's certainly got the height advantage, probably a bit of reach as well on the Chinese fighter. Trying to use that to his advantage.
Good flurry, good flurry.
The Chinese fighter comes in with such momentum, doesn't he?
Both these guys keeping their mouth open is pretty dangerous. We might see a featherweight knockout.
5 minutes is a long round when you're fighting, that's for sure. Used to boxing parlance, three minutes is long enough, but these 5-minute rounds can really take it out of you.
Lots of exciting exchanges here to start our first fight of the night.
Trained in Beijing. Oh, good kick there from the Chinese fighter. Puts Choi on the floor.
Swing and a miss. Mike, the Xi'an Sanda team is famous for their great cardio and conditioning program. Let's see if Aorigele can take it full on like this for the whole fight.
Choi catches the Chinese fighter with some big punches.
Tremendous, tremendous exchanges.
That's a very nifty kick that the Chinese fighter's got on him.
Yeah, kind of cool, a little hooking low kick.
Once he comes in, he really goes for it, Aorigele, isn't he? I mean, if Choi can keep his composure and counter punch, he might catch him.
Wow, this is great. I wonder how many punches have been exchanged so far.
203. I've been counting. Into the last seconds of round one. This is real entertainment. We've got a big crowd here tonight too at Legend 4.
Great first round.
So as we get into the break between round 1 and 2, there's Choi Yeong Gwang, I think, who's fighting later in the card. He's playing cornerman for Aorigele. What will he be saying, Vaughn?
I think he's going to tell him to keep up the good work. So far in this fight, we've seen both fighters throwing in a tremendous amount of punches, both landing. But I would say, just judging by the facial expressions and redness, that Aorigele is getting the better of these exchanges.
He's certainly got speed on his side. Young fighter, he's our youngest fighter ever now. So it's time for round 2 of this featherweight clash at Legend Fighting Championship. Aorigele gives us the Mongolian call before he gets into action.
Aorigele, just 18 years of age, but he's already officially knocked out 4 people. Will Choi be number 5? The way it's going, you never know.
Bit of a clock malfunction there. Starting off now with round 2.
Here we go again. Oh, there's the takedown.
Oh, they're out of the ring. Be careful. We need some minders in there at the apron to catch those people and flying debris that comes out.
Oh, Choi hoping they'll start on the ground, but James Chan starts them back on their feet.
Surely Choi must have been told to get to ground here in this fight.
Yes, strategy, strategy, strategy.
Some people are thinkers, Vaughn, and some are doers, like yourself. Well-decorated fighter in the Asian Pacific region, Vaughn Anderson.
Thank you, Mike.
You can find him on MrBlood.com. That's blood with a U, spelling not the strong suit.
Good hook.
Good left there from Aorigele. Choi trying to move. Keep the Chinese fighter at bay. Good takedown there from Choi.
Aorigele looking for a submission of his own.
Yeah, he gets under the chin and tries to guard.
Choi's out though.
Interesting here that Menezes isn't in Aorigele's corner in this fight.
Well, he's not his head coach, and he might have a bit of a communication problem.
That's right, of course, many different languages spoken in China. Menezes, a Brazilian. Mandarin is the lingua franca, but being from Mongolia, he might even struggle with Mandarin.
Definitely. Choi is really doing an effective job here in the ground and pound. I would like to see these fighters use elbows. It's a perfect time to cut up the face and look for a TKO stoppage.
Choi, known as the toe hold wizard, picked that up in Spirit FC, where he started off in the amateur league. He had a 5-0 record there before he was called into the pro ranks. And he is so experienced.
Mike, I'd like to see Choi look to pass the guard. You see Aorigele leaves his legs open like this. It's really easy for him to step up a little, get past the guard into the mount, a side control position where it's much easier to lay down some damage.
And that's really showing his inexperience on the ground, isn't it, with that sort of technique?
Definitely. So now back into Aorigele's element, standing up.
He wants to move this fight on. I'm sure the Chinese fighter, as you say, strength and conditioning should be a strong suit.
You see Choi already looks more tired. Oh, wow, spinning back kick. Oh, and there's blood on the throat of Aorigele.
Yeah, as you said, I think there were a couple of elbows in that last piece of horizontal action there. Southpaw Choi. Now, you're always a big fan of the southpaw stance, Phil.
Definitely, definitely. I'll tell you though, to counter a southpaw, you need to use your right straight, and Al made it clear to me yesterday that that is in fact his favorite punch.
Okay, well, let's look forward
to there it is.
Good call, Vaughan Anderson. Nice punch on the right.
Here he goes in for the kill.
So Choi marching in slowly but surely.
Choi seems to have given up on his ambitions for the takedown. I thought he was doing a lot better on the ground.
And I guess any experienced fighter like Choi is going to see that sort of guard that Aorigele was putting up. There's probably a chance in there, and he's...
Man, I like this style. I hope we get to see a replay of that where he hooks the foot and then throws a hook.
I'm sure we'll see that in your next fight, eh? Picking up all those little bits and pieces. Did they teach you that one in Muay Thai? Is that part of the armory in Muay Thai, or is that really a sanda technique?
I think Muay Thai fighters use it as well, but it's more popular in sanda where the takedown gets the most points.
Here we are, ground and pound time for Choi.
That's where Choi needs to be, going in for the kill. Now he's got the mount position.
Oh, big elbows,
he's looking to finish it.
Elbows.
Looking to finish. Referee Jin Chan right there. Aorigele really taken out of his element here.
And he is so brave, trying to mount a defense, but
doing what he can to survive. He needs to get back onto his feet, wrap Choi up in his legs.
Choi is putting him through the mincing machine as we end round two.
Saved by the bell, perhaps. Another great round.
That was vicious stuff at the end of 20, and he is annoyed as well with himself. Absolutely annoyed that he got on the ground and let Choi have his way with him. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first couple of rounds.
Here's the first takedown. Choi really putting a lot of effort into it. Here's the kick, bam, right in the chops.
What would you advise Aorigele about his ground game and his defense, his guard? Needs to work on that a bit.
Boom, beautiful, I love that kick. Takes out the lead leg, drops him on his butt. Another good takedown.
And the more you spend with these mixed martial artists, you understand that a few of the fighters will see that technique and they'll pick it up in their next fight.
Definitely.
So Choi getting some more advice from the corner. What will it be? Vertical or horizontal? He seems to have so much power over Aorigele when he gets him horizontal.
It's pretty even so far, Mike. Choi has gotten some takedowns. It's been pretty even in the stand-up. Choi's gotten some takedowns. Right now, I think he's winning by just a little bit. Still any man's game, though.
The last 5 minutes of this fight. Choi with a slight advantage on points, we believe. Just a reminder, Aorigele from China in the black shorts. Choi from Korea in the brown and beige. I love the mixture of different languages we get from the corners. It's so exotic.
Wow, high kick. Feeling out each other here, starting off the third round.
You fight southpaw.
I do.
What's the advantage of fighting it?
Well, you're facing someone that is holding things in an opposite way that you're used to. In fact, when I fight a southpaw, it's difficult for me too. Listen to Choi egging him on.
Bit of showmanship there from the Korean. They're never short of it, that's for sure. They all want to be movie stars in the back of their mind, I think. Real showman. And Aorigele is probably not used to that too in Chinese sanda tournaments. He'll be, what the heck is going on here? 3.5 minutes left of this clash. Nice kick to the midriff. And then with a flurry, it looks like he might have got it. Knocked to the nether regions.
That's Choi did that in his last fight too.
Yeah, Korea, the home of cheap cars and cheap shots. Let's take a look at this one because that is nasty. I tell you what, on LFC 3, Wakabayashi got one there. He's probably still got his eyes watering on it, I tell you, back from September. And Aorigele doesn't want to know about it. That can suck the air out of your lungs too, that sort of stuff, can't it?
In Choi's defense, when fighters are standing with opposite stances, it's quite easy to misguide the inside leg kick.
And it's easy to say, oops, sorry as well, I guess. Well, that won't put him off his game, Aorigele. He's a hard man from the grasslands of Mongolia. Looking for that big shot now, I think, Aorigele on that right hand. Probably knows in the back of his mind he needs it.
Oh, big knee in the face. Here he comes. Aorigele comes back.
Oh, he's a strong fighter.
Gets the takedown. It looked like Choi was in trouble there.
Yeah. Good defense as an arm underneath Choi's jaw. Got a couple of minutes left of this fight. And you'd have to say now that the Chinese fighter probably needs some sort of finish on this fight. Heads out of the ring. We'll restart.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in this fight. So far, Choi's got it in my books. Aorigele's got to pull off something special here. He's got to get off the ground, get out of this position, start dropping bombs.
The referee, James Chan, very experienced in the region, overseeing this. Just as intimidating as your opponent sometimes, James, isn't he, in the ring?
Look at this. Choi slides his feet in under his legs. He'll get the back mount. Now he's out. Now he's got the mount position.
So we're into the last minute here of round 3. What an exciting clash we've had for the first part of the night too.
Well, Mike, so far Choi's been dominating, especially here in this 3rd round.
He's had enough of tapping the hands. Aorigele knows he's got under a minute to finish off the Korean.
And I wonder why they started on their feet. That's strange.
It's good news for the Chinese fighter. He's cocking that right. That could be the way to victory for him.
He needs to be unloading right now.
He does. There's that kick again.
He's not going to win this fight on points.
Blood coming from both fighters now. It's been a great contest. 2 heavy-handed punches in the featherweight division. Aorigele is fading out slowly in this fight here. Has he got anything left? 15 seconds. Blood coming from the throat, the neck. He knows he's been in a clash. Under 10 seconds to finish this fight for him. Well, the fight's probably Choi's, the Koreans. So Choi there with a good fight. The first fight of the card. Probably done enough for a points decision here, Vaughn.
Yeah, Choi's got it in my books. More experienced Aorigele would have fought hard to finish with striking. Going for the knockout.
So let's take a look at some of the highlights here in this fight. Such strong fighters for light men.
Another clean takedown from Choi.
It's amazing to see the different strength that Choi exhibits.
Choi really does well here. Gets a lot of good blows in, and after this, and this is in the second round. After that, Aorigele just wasn't the same. There's the low blow. See, it looks like he was dropped there, yeah?
Yeah, no, he went so quickly, didn't he? So let's cross now to our ring announcer, Vivek Mahbubani, for the decision on this fight.
The judge is still taking a bit more time to come up with their decision.
That's interesting. So looking at the fights later in this card, Vaughn, I know you've got a couple of favorites picked out.
Definitely. Soon we're going to see Alex Neo, Wong Sai fight. I really expect this to be much like this fight. Lots of striking, takedown attempts. I will throw in a few submission attempts.
So let's cross now to our ring announcer, Vivek Mahbubani.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. 經過3個回合之後，我哋以台下評判分數決定勝負。Judge Eric Botsenbat scores the contest 30-27. 評判 Eric Botsenbat 俾30-27分。Judge Henry Chan scores the contest 29-28. 評判 Henry Chan 俾29-28分。Judge Yong Gwang scores the contest 29-28. 評判雍卡威俾29-28分，以一致決定而勝出嘅係 for the winner by unanimous decision, Choi Yeong Gwang!
Popular decision there for the Korean Choi Yeong Gwang. He had it all over Aorigele, if we're going to be fair and truthful about this one.
He leaves the champion, but he also leaves with a few new bruises on his face.
Aorigele, a good striker, but really needs to go home and school up on his ground game.